So welcome everybody. So I'm going to do the same class I did yesterday actually, because today is September the 2nd, is that correct? It is. So tomorrow morning at around about 2:45 there's a new moon which is really powerful, and it's all about clearing out, letting go, moving on, leaving it behind, okay? So we're actually going to work on these meridians, which are in the arms. So obviously we'll do a whole body workout, but this is a series that's called Autumn. So I'm looking at the Taoist approach to yoga, and we've got the large intestine and the lung, which are in Taoist practices called partner organs. So they're related, the energy is related, and the large intestine is the energy that we hold there is about mental and physical constipation. Okay, so sometimes we can be a bit constipated mentally. And the meridian ends in the index finger, and it starts here, comes across the face, down the neck, through the arm joint and into the index finger. The lung meridian is about temperature control, specifically the skin, but all the other endocrine organs as well. Not the organs, the endocrine glands. And it's also about resistance to illness as we move into, colder air and more rain possibly. And it's also about controlling the life force. So in Taoist practices, it would be called Ki, Ki, or Chi, Chi, or in yoga practices, prana. It's all the same stuff, it's just different words for energy. And the meridian for that starts, so the lung meridian starts here. And if you press there, it's always a little bit tender. So either side of your collarbone, there's a little indentation. That's the start of the lung meridian, and it finishes in the thumb. So we're going to focus on using Chin Mudra. Yeah. So we don't need any bricks or belts unless you need a brick to sit on at the ankle. So we're going to do an autumn meditation. So we're going to start sitting. Okay, so again, if you need to sit with help, then lift the bottom up on some bricks, add a blanket for some support, legs out wide if you don't want to sit cross-legged. Okay, so just let the eyes close, take a nice deep breath in. Have a sigh out, and again breathing in, and once more. Lovely, now we're going to start to circle. So just using the Kundalini warm-up sequence just to activate and release any blocked energy around the main chakras. So working with the breath, inhaling and exhaling, slowly increasing the size of that circle. Noticing any tenderness around the hips and the lower back, and just observing it rather than attaching yourself to it, and then using that exhalation to clear out the stagnant energy. Change directions. Lovely, back to center. So either just grab the thighs with the hands if the legs are out, or grab the ankles. So working on these lower two chakras here, Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, push the breath out. Eyes closed. And build up that speed to suit you. So if it doesn't suit you to build up the speed, then stay nice and slow. Just making sure that you've got the movement correct. So the inhale is as the belly comes forwards, and the exhale is as you squeeze the tummy in. Nice deep breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale with a sigh, relax the shoulders. Lovely, bring the hands to the shoulders with the thumbs pointing back, fingers forwards. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Start off slowly, build the speed, and then start to build the movement. Make sure the eyes are closed, otherwise you will feel dizzy with this one. If you have low blood pressure, don't go fast because it will just lower the pressure because of the pushing of the breath out. So just do a slower movement. Lovely, back to center, take a deep breath in. Exhale with a sigh, relax the arms. Lovely, now just take your fingers and I want you to just bring them to either side of the nose. Gently press, so this is the beginning. You'll find as you bring the fingers down and you slide, there'll be a point that you naturally sort of press and it might be a little bit tender. Just give it a press. So this is the beginning of the large intestine. Now move that down along the cheekbone line and then bring it down the side of the neck. So you can use a broad stroke with the all the fingers. Lovely. And then just brush down the arm on one hand towards the index finger and pull it. So you almost get a pop at the end. And then do the other side so it's coming down, just sort of the whole of the arm. And then clear the energy so you get a sound like a pop at the end. Do the other finger again. Lovely. Now the lung meridian, find your collarbone and then bring your finger underneath and then towards the shoulder joint, but not quite, you'll find a little point there that also is a little bit tender. And again, you can do a broad stroke. You don't have to use one finger, just give it a rub. So this is the lung meridian, this is where it begins. And then again, it comes over the bicep. So just stroke over the bicep as if you're squeezing a tube. Then it comes down that outer edge across the forearm towards the thumb and then pull so you get a popping sound. And then do the other side. So over the bicep, down the arm, towards the thumb, squeeze it and pull. Lovely, and give them a shake. So we're going to do lots of movements that focus on twisting with the arm. So we'll start with a breath movement for the lungs. So make sure you've got this L shape and bring the hands underneath the armpit. So it's quite tight, so you're creating pressure here. And you're gripping this lung meridian with the thumb. Okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, hold the breath at the top for as long as you can. So you're filling the lungs, you can feel a sense of expansion front, side and back. And then when you're ready, a nice long exhalation from the nose, so it's slow. And again, this time, as you breathe in, imagine a iridescent white gold light coming into the lungs. Hold it in. Let it fill the body with this energy, this prana. Exhaling. And keep going. Lovely, last one. Lovely, and release. Give the hands a little bit of a shake. Bring the hands down to the side, so don't mind which hand you do first. So we're just going to add in a spiral movement, so we squeeze those two meridian lines. So we're going to inhale, sweep one arm up. As you exhale, push up a bit higher and just turn. So you're spiraling the whole arm. Good, now we're going to come over. I'm going to bring that top hand into chin mudra, so the thumb and the index finger are touching each other and you're stimulating those meridians. Good, now breathe nice and deep. Inhaling. Filling the lungs with the ability to resist illness, so you're controlling the chi, the prana coming into the body. And as you exhale, that sense of letting go of the mental and physical constipation. So just being aware of the things that perhaps it's time to let go of. It's a good time, it's a new moon in a few hours to start anew. Lovely, come back to center. Switch sides, inhale. Really lengthen up, turn the hand so you get the movement right into the shoulder. Hand into chin mudra, let's come over. Keep the sit bones anchored. Really feel the movement expanding into the rib cage, so you're working into the intercostal muscles. Lovely, come back up. Lovely, now bring the hands to the side. We're going to do a double inhale and we'll start to build up the speed. So the inhale goes like this, inhale, inhale on top, exhale with a So we're clearing that stagnant energy, not just from the base of the lungs, but from the solar plexus and Manipur chakra. We're going to build that up. So build it up to suit you. If you've got low blood pressure, you're not going to want to go too fast. And then after a few rounds, I'll ask you to hold the breath at the top and hold it in for as long as you can. And then we'll do an exhale through the nose. So it's very slow. Okay, so this particular breath, which is just called the double inhale, is really good for releasing trauma from the system. So eyes closed, inhale, inhale. Hold the breath. Hold it in. And when you're ready to breathe out through the nose, nice normal breath in. Have a sigh out. Lovely. And come round into cat. So I'm going to work with the spirals in the arms, and I want you to focus your attention on the thumb and the index finger, so you're bringing that as into a 90-degree angle as much as you can, and you press down actively through those hands when we're using the hands. So press down through the hands, spread the fingers really wide. I'm going to just start by moving forwards and back, inhaling and exhaling. So because of our modern technology, we use these 2 digits quite a lot, but we don't stretch them out. So we get a constipation of energy in our wrists. Good. Now I want you to turn the fingers outwards. Keep turning them outwards until they start to come towards the knees. So that will depend on what's happening in your forearms. Okay. And again, forwards and back. So inhale and exhale. So it's not a huge movement. It's really strong on the forearm. Good. Now walk the hands all the way back round and keep on going. So you're rolling them inwards now. This one I find much harder. I don't know how you find it, but I can't actually get my fingers pointing completely towards my knees in this position. And then I go forwards and back, bring some pressure into the hands, pay attention to the thumb and the index finger. Lovely. And release, shake. One wrist, so really shake it, and then the other. Lovely. Now we're going to slide the right arm underneath the left, and I want you to allow that arm to come out as far as you can. And then press it down into the floor, so it's stimulating the line of those meridians that run through the arm. Bring both hands into chin mudra, so you've got that thumb and index finger together. And as you inhale, sweep the left arm up. If it feels too much for the shoulder, left hand Still in chin mudra, but just rest it in the sacrum. So you're working from the elbow line to draw the shoulder further back. Good. Now start to really focus on the breath. And imagine when you're inhaling, you're pulling in a huge column of white light through the top of the head. It comes down into the heart space where it's transmuted out, so it's sort of coded in the heart space, and you exhale it through the arms towards the fingertips. So inhale, imagine it coming from the top of the head, and you filter it through the heart space, and as you exhale, it comes down through the arms. Now, if you want to take the movement a little bit deeper, extend that top arm over the head, keep it in chin mudra, walk the fingers as far away from the head as you can. Keep working with the breath, so you're filtering the breath and the energy through the heart space. It's coming through the top of the head, pulling into the heart, exhaling through the arms. Lovely. Carefully bring yourself back to center. Let's just neutralize that movement. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now slide the left hand under into chin mudra. Really press actively the left arm into the floor, so you're stimulating the points along the arm. Bring the right arm either fully up or rest it in the sacrum in chin mudra. Breathing in through the top of the head almost, so you're imagining the energy coming in. Filter it through the heart, down through the arms. Lovely. Now extend the arm overhead if you want to go a little bit deeper. Lovely. Bring yourself back to center. Inhale, exhale. Good. Let's tuck the toes into down dog. Heel out the feet. Lovely. I want you to step forwards with the right leg. Take a nice wide stance. We're going to come up into a warrior two movement. So this is a movement that is a very traditional Taoist type movement for these meridians. This is the exhale. So your hands are in that position. And then as we inhale, the back elbow is in line with the shoulder, the hand is pushing back, and the front hand is like that. So the inhale. So really work the hands. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So as you draw that back arm back, feel the movement on the shoulder blades as well. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Good, exhale, back into down dog. So we're going to do a gentle variation of plank. So come forwards into full plank, drop the right knee. Put the left foot behind the right toes, make sure the right hand's underneath the shoulder, and bring the left arm up, bring it into Chin Mudra, so we're in a balance. And I want you to really stretch, really push down through the right hand, spread the thumb and the index finger on the floor. So you're pressing actively down into those particular digits and up into the left arm. Breathe, visualize, so use your creative capacity as a human being to imagine this huge column of white light coming into the top of the head as you breathe in. It pulls into the heart and it's filtered, and then you push it out through the hands. If you want to add in a little bit more difficulty, raise the left leg so it becomes more of a balance. Using the tummy muscles, engage the tummy. Stay focused on the breath. Lovely, and release. Let's change sides. Left knee down, spread the thumb and the index finger of the left hand on the floor, right leg back. Extend the right arm up, Chin Mudra, really stretch. Create that visualization, inhaling the column of light, bring it into the heart. Filter it out into the arms. And that sense of letting go of all the stuff you don't really need to carry forwards, so we can start afresh on the new moon. Maybe raise the right leg. Lovely, and release. So from here, we're going to bring the hands out into the corner of the mat. We're going to melt the heart space, but I want you to do it dynamically and consciously turn the head to one side, so you're pressing that part of the face where the large intestine meridian starts. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, turn the head one way, press it actively into the floor. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, head turns the other way. Keep pressing the thumb and the index of both hands as well. And again. So we're clearing out. Energizing on the inhalation, bringing in that fresh chi, prana, and on the exhale, that sense of getting rid of the physical, mental, emotional constipation. Lovely, and release. Bring the hands back underneath. And as you exhale, come back into down dog. Healing out the feet. Let's step forwards with the left leg. Nice wide stance. A warrior two base. Hands crossed, that's the exhale. Inhale, squeeze that right elbow back. Pull the fingers towards the face. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And come down, step it back into down dog again. Heel out the feet. Lovely, come forwards into plank, lower the knees, bring yourself down into cobra, hands under the shoulders, spread the thumb and the index finger wide, press down. So we're going to do cobra and we're going to twist the gaze over the shoulder to stimulate the meridian line that runs through the face and the side of the neck. Inhale. Exhale, turn over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over the right. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And again, breathe in. Exhale, twist over the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist over the right. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Left. Inhale. Right. Inhale. And lower. Tuck the toes, push back. Down dog. Heel out the feet. Lovely. This time step forwards with the right leg, warrior one base, so the pelvis is facing forwards, back toes are turning up. We're going to sweep the arms up, breathe in. Good, now as you exhale, drop the left hand behind the head, take the right hand on the elbow and draw that arm as far down the back as you can, so you get this really strong stretch here running through the meridian line. I like to try and get my elbow towards the back of my head so I can push back with my head a little bit. Keep breathing. And I start to visualize that column of light. Filter it into the heart space. Exhale the tension in the arm. Good. Inhale, both arms up again. Exhale, drop the right hand behind. Hold the elbow with the other hand. Concentrate on the visualization with the breath. Good. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, left arm over the right. So we're going to use Garandasana arms. So for some people, that's your maximum, like that, and bring the hands to the shoulders. Some people will find you can do that, hands back to back, And some people will be able to wrap completely and bring the palms together. So whatever works for you. And then just notice the tension around the neck and the shoulders. We're going to turn the head to the right, turn the head to the left, work with the breath, just really being aware of those channels of energy that are running through the neck, which is large intestine. So it's from the face, just near the nose, through the cheekbone area, down the neck, relax the jaw. Okay, let's take the arms the other way. Inhale, right over left, options, hands there, 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 your choice. And again, as you exhale, rotate the gaze, relax the jaw. Good, now we're going to do the double inhale again. Release the arms, inhale, 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 next inhale, hold, exhale, down dog, heel out the feet, forwards into plank, drop the right knee, bring the toes of the left foot behind, come up into that side plank, extend the left arm, really press down through the thumb and the index finger. So if you look at them on the mat, if it looks a bit like a spider, you need to flatten the hand a bit more. So this is because we do so much work on tablets and computers that the muscles on the inside of the hand are very tight. So really press down. Good, now breathe. So I'm going to give you some options, either raise the left leg or stay as you are, or if you want something a little bit more challenging again, slide the right leg away, come into that side plank. Lovely, releasing. Let's switch sides. Look at the right, left hand, really open the index and the thumb away from each other. Right leg behind, extend the right arm, stay here or raise the right leg. Or slide the left leg away so you've got more pressure on the arm and the tummy muscles. Lovely, releasing. This time, bring the hands back into the corner of the mat. Make sure the knees are slightly away from the hips. And we'll do the heart melt again, turning the head. So inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, turn. Use the full length of the exhale to press the face. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, press the other way. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Walk the hands underneath. Let's come into down dog. Relax the head. Just let the head turn a little bit from side to side so you're releasing any tension in the neck. Lovely. Let's step forwards with the left leg into that warrior one base. Coming up, so we'll do the same movements with the arms and we'll add in an extra one. So going to inhale, sweep the arms up. Bring the right hand behind the head, Grab the elbow. And then just work with the breath and that visualization in through the top of the head. Let it filter into the heart space. Notice where the tension is in the arms. Breathe it out. Good. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, other arm. Good. Inhale all the way up. Right arm over left. Choose your options. Hands to shoulders, just up or wrap completely. Good. As you exhale, let the head turn to one side. Inhale to center, turn it the other way. Consciously aware of those channels of energy that run through the body systems. Good. Inhale, sweep up. Left over right. Head turns. Release the arms. Double inhale. Inhale. Clear out the lungs. Last one. Hold. And this time as you exhale, bring the hands behind you. Interlace all the fingers. Squeeze the shoulders back, raise the arms. Let the head turn a little bit. Notice where the resistance is at the front of the body to the arm movement. Lovely. Release the hands down, back into down dog. Heel out the foot. Good. Forwards into plank. Drop the knees. Come down. This time we'll do the twisting cobra again. Inhale to come up. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale. And lower. Inhale. So the movement up and down in cobra is really good for the intestines. It's also really good for the kidneys. Last one. Lovely. Now we're going to take our hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Okay, so it can be quite challenging, this movement. Squeeze the shoulder blades in as if you're trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades, just where the spine is. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And as you inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, raise the arms a bit higher. Breathe. Good, releasing. Bring the hands to the corner of the mat again. Push up. Make sure the knees are a little bit further away from the hips. And then we're going to hold the melting heart. Turn the head to one side. Let's have 5 breaths. Have the arms as straight as you can. as straight as possible. So it might be that actually the elbows are quite bent, but really sort of try and push, nudge the boundaries a little bit. Lovely. Switch sides with the head. Lovely. Slowly come back up. Bring your hands underneath. Take a breath in. Exhale into down dog. Let's walk the hands and the feet towards each other. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Interlace the fingers, bring them into Jupiter Mudra. So you've got the index finger pointing up. Good, press firmly down into the feet, and as you exhale, let's go over. Inhale. Exhale. So really squeezing the visceral organs here, paying particular attention to the large intestine, which goes up the right side. The transverse section is across, and then you've got the ascending part of it on the left side. So just starting to release. So remember, all of the organs, all of the visceral organs hold a lot of strong emotions. And then that sort of holding of emotional energy starts to create physical problems as well. So just squeezing out, letting go. Good, one more. Lovely. Now I'm going to come into a squat. Come down into the squat. So you might find that your heels are off the floor and you're on your tiptoes. That's fine. I want you to bring your upper arms as far into the knees as you can, and then I want you to squeeze. And then at the same time, push the arms in. So you're really stimulating that flow of energy down the meridian line. Nice deep breath in. Bit of a sigh out. And again. Last one. Lovely. Now make your way down to the floor into a comfortable sitting position for you. So bricks if you need them. So you're up a little bit higher for the pelvis, blankets, legs wide, sit back on your knees, whatever is fine for you. So if you're at home, you've got a bed or a chair and you prefer that, then do that. So I'm going to work with Kapalabhati, which is technically both a pranayama and a kriya, because it's used to clear this part of the frontal cortex, the prefrontal cortex area. So it clears energy here, and energetically it's the third eye, so Ajna chakra. So the breath comes from the navel. It's an inhale, normal inhale to start with, and then you push the breath out. So I like to imagine a clear tube and the ping pong ball about here. And the aim of the practice is to get the ping pong ball to the third eye. So it's just constantly going up like that. So the exhale is active, the inhale is passive, which means that you simply relax the tummy, and that action will pull the diaphragm down and draw the breath in, and then the exhale becomes active again. So we'll do, I'm going to do 60 at my speed. That might mean that you end up with 10. That's fine. So you can go slow, medium, or fast. Once I've got to 60, I'll tell you to take a deep breath in. So bring the hands into Chin Mudra. So you're stimulating those points of the meridians. Breath in. Push the breath out. Deep breath in. Nice slow breath out, relax the shoulders. Just take a moment to notice the subtle change of energy with that breath work. Lovely, and again, breath in. Deep breath in. Nice slow breath out. And again, just notice the body, notice any subtle movements of energy. It might be that you feel it around the belly, chest, throat. Maybe you feel it along the spinal column. Maybe you don't feel it at all, and that's fine also. Last round, take a breath in. Deep breath in. Nice long breath out. Lovely. Now keep your attention at the brow. If you feel that you actually need to lie down, so I'm actually going to take you through a meditation, but if you feel that you need to lie down, then do so. Do it with the eyes closed or stay seated. So I'm going to take you through a visualization of autumn as a metaphor for letting go of what we don't need to hold on to anymore. So I want you to imagine yourself as a tree. Any type of tree is fine, as long as it's one that loses its leaves in autumn. So not an evergreen. So visualize yourself as a tree. And I want you to notice the core of the tree is the body, the legs and the torso. And then we've got these amazing roots that branch out, and they don't actually go particularly deep in trees, maybe one taproot, but they actually spread out really wide. So visualize that huge circle of network of energy that connects you into the earth. Feel that connection. And then visualize many arms that are the branches. And that these many arms have many fingertips that are the leaves. And we're going to imagine first that the fingertips are buds. So we're going to take ourselves back to spring this year. And we're going to, just using the breath to open these buds into leaves. So as you breathe in, slowly visualize the buds opening. And as they start to open, they start to generate energy for you to grow through the year, through the spring and summer months. See the beautiful colour of the leaves as the sun shines onto them, processing all that sunlight into energy. And exchanging our carbon dioxide for oxygen. So there's this interconnectedness that we have with trees. And just be aware of all the things that have happened this year. So seasons are really useful to mark the year and make choices about things that perhaps we want to let go of. So when we move into spring and summer, we get a bit of a spring in our step. And we have more energy, the days are longer. So just think about all the things that have happened this year, good and bad. They're all just things that happen to us, and they allow us to learn. They also create a energy frequency within us, some of which is really positive and we want to hold on to for energy to get us through the winter, and some of it not necessarily that we want to hold on to at all, maybe things that have happened, conversations that we just want to let go of. So be aware of all of those things in your year. And we're now moving towards autumn. And even now, even though it's still warm, the mornings are cooler. The leaves are slowly starting to change colour. So I want you to visualise with each breath the leaves slowly changing to the autumnal colours of yellow, orange, beautiful red. And the tree's still got all its leaves. You've still got all of that energy, but some of it you're going to let go of. So each time you exhale, and I want you to start to imagine these leaves are falling, and with each falling of a leaf, you're choosing to let go of something you no longer need to hold on to, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Just visualize seeing the leaves drop away. So we don't have to hold on to it. We just choose to store the energy that's useful for us, the experiences that have helped us to grow, which is all of them really, good and bad. But we can release the energy that has maybe affected us negatively. So really let go of it. And I want you to keep going until all the branches are bare again, preparing yourself for winter. To just make use of the energy that you've stored, to learn lessons from it, to become stronger physically, emotionally, and mentally. And so when we used to live with the seasons, rather than against the clock and the mortgage and the payments of bills, we used to do a lot more resting when the nights got longer. So maybe making a decision to create a little bit more self-care over the winter, really taking care of the foods that you consume, making sure that you exercise well, being aware of what you consume on media, as well as what we consume for food and drink, and just really observing how it affects the body. Now start to visualize all of these leaves have now dropped, and all around you is this big circle of leaves, lovely sort of rustling leaves. If you were to pick them up, they'd crunch. And I want you to imagine that you're going to sweep them all up, make a big pile of them, and then you're going to set them on fire, because they're all the things you've got rid of. So just make a lovely pile and then light the leaves, and just visualize that sense of recycling all of that energy that doesn't serve you anymore, that you've made a choice to let go of consciously tonight. And the new moon is in a few hours, which propels us forwards into a new beginning. So just clearing out, watching all of those things you no longer want, no longer need, the things that hold you back. Watch them burn. And then start to bring your attention just simply back to the breath. Release all the visualization and just allow the breath to move freely in and out of the body vehicle. Lovely. Now bring the hands to the heart space. If you're lying down, visualize that process. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale down through the midline, bringing the hands into the spiritual center at the heart space. And namaste.